Hello, very good. I'm David Pons. You know I'm Inko Fangan. Welcome to this talk where we are going to discuss something fundamental in modern football, which is the transformation of coaches. This agent needs to impart justice in the changing rooms, in training, and in team management. And for that, today I'm going to introduce you to tools like FPM, Football Process Management, in which the Pons method is revolutionizing the way we understand and practice this sport. Football has changed in the last 2 decades. Performance management, the emergence of AI, and player demands have put coaches and sporting directors on the back foot. Why? Because players no longer accept generic instructions or commands. Now they ask why we do this task. What is its purpose? If as coaches we can't answer, the player will seek these answers outside the club. It's not just about leading and managing, it's about imparting justice. And here comes the real challenge. How do we ensure that every player, from starters to substitutes, has the same opportunities to grow both collectively, as we always do, but also individually? That is the essence of modern football, and at the same time, it is its greatest challenge. Let's talk about invisible training, popularized by figures like Messi and Ronaldo. I believe this concept revolutionized preparation off the pitch, focusing on tasks like nutrition, rest, recovery, mentality, which are key, and many others. But here's the key point. That invisible training cannot be completely invisible. We're talking about the article that San Pauli wrote precisely discussing this. I believe clubs need to integrate it, to be able to measure it and make it visible, so that it is tangible and analyzable. This wouldn't just optimize performance, it would also empower players by showing them clear data about their progress. By integrating these processes into the club's methodology, we not only help players perform better, but we also prevent them from seeking alternatives outside the team environment, which leads us to lose control over many aspects like loads, etc. Here's where FPM comes into play, Football Process Management, which is a philosophy within the Pons method that means structuring training into automated, scalable, measurable processes. For example, each session should include specific training for defenders, midfielders, forwards, etc. This ensures that every player, regardless of their role, grows exponentially. And here lies the major problem I see with most current training after my research, which is that nearly 70% of the training focuses solely on ball possession, rondos, tactical exercises, and finishing. In these exercises, the starters, the more talented players, are the ones who touch the ball the most. Are the exercises focused on them? What about the substitute defender? What opportunities do they have to grow if they barely touch the ball or don't? Do you have that specific competition to practice their role? This is not justice, especially if they are a substitute. This is a strategic failure that directly affects the team's development. Players today are becoming increasingly self-sufficient. Many are already looking for personal coaches to compensate for the shortcomings of the clubs, which is a sign that something isn't working. If we don't remedy this, we will see the rise of external coaches, like personal technical tactical coaches, which will create conflicts of interest and further fragment the relationship between players and clubs, because it is a key shortcoming. There is either no time or they don't understand or ignore the tools that exist today. Like the PLM method, the modern coach must be a strategic manager, a leader who implements clear processes and scalable tools. Methodologies like this not only help us plan better but also ensure that each player receives the development they need, both individually and collectively. The key is to lead with justice. This means listening to the player, analyzing their needs, and eliminating irrelevant tasks from training to prioritize what as essential. Modern football cannot rely on obsolete methods. We need to adapt, automate processes. We need to leverage technology. We need to maximize the training time we have, the time we don't have. We need to optimize the resources within the club. Why? To manage the loads and develop those personalized processes. We can transform the changing room into a space for equitable, inclusive growth so that all players strengthen the club. Not just to strengthen the club, but to create a culture of continuous development and inclusion. Football isn't waiting for us. The future is already here, and the question is, are we ready to embrace change and implement modern methodologies? I believe it's not an option, it's a necessity, and we've been promoting this since 2020. So, I invite you to reflect on whether institutions are ready to lead with justice, transform with the tools of the Pons method, and take clubs to the next level. If you want to know more about the Pons method or FPM or any other topic we discussed today, visit the links I've left below in the description. Because this methodology is not just a tool, it's a philosophy open to change, to constant improvement, and designed to contribute to football. A goal hug, and see you in the next video. Breathe football. Breathe Pons methods from this incredible place in Kofangan. And well, I will be here until I get an offer that I believe is ideal for me and for the Pons method, to precisely put into practice more than ever all the principles, all the concepts, all the innovations of the Pons method. Best regards, and see you in the next video from Kofangan.